Thanks for watching this episode of Today's Homeowner here on YouTube. And don't forget to leave us a like and a comment.
And you can share with a friend if you enjoy it, and subscribe so you're notified of new videos.
Thanks and enjoy the show. There's more to fixing up a fixer-upper than new paint and wallpaper. So this week on Today's Homeowner, we're creating a safe and healthy home.
Someone's going to have to get in the attic. What do you think?
Oh, come on.
My friend Tom Blizzard is an interesting guy. By day, he fixes up old houses for fun and profit, but at night, he's the front man for a big band, crooning those hits from decades past.
Thank you very much.
Now, over the years, we've worked together a time or two, but now he has a new old house, and he's recently gotten married. So this renovation will include his wife, Aubrey, and their dog, Franklin.
Don't tell Daddy.
Well, it's a great house. There's a lot of stuff that's been done to it to update it a little bit. But mostly for us, we just want to make it our home, and a healthier home, and a more comfortable home. We've issues with carpet and 40, 50-year-old bathrooms and stuff.
Our master bathroom has probably my least favorite wallpaper I've ever seen in my life.
It's a little busy.
They covered the baseboard, everything.
They covered the cabinets. Everything is covered in this wallpaper. So these are things that I really never worried about much before, that you really want to take care of, the cleanliness and the dust and the ventilation and the mildew and the mold. And
with my environmental
with her allergies and
allergies.
stuff. Those are the kind of things I'm focusing on now, where before it was, paint this and make it look good.
So we're here to help Tom with that task. Well, now, what are some of the things that concern you about the house? You've been in here a couple months.
Right.
What are some things that are bugging you?
Well, I've noticed I have allergies, and I've noticed that since we've been here, they've acted.
allergies.
They've
really?
acted up a little bit.
This might be a little bit of the problem.
This carpet is just, you can't keep it clean.
Now, what type of vacuum cleaner? That's a strange question, but it's some type of canister vacuum, I assume?
No, we've tried everything. We've got a triple HEPA thing that you've got to give it a bath after you
Well, the
vacuum.
HEPA filters are good. That's better than some of the other canister vacuums, but really the absolute best, if you are going to have carpet, is to use a central vac system. They are fantastic because instead of recirculating that air when you're vacuuming, it exhausts it all the way to the outside, so no need for a filter, and it all goes right outside.
Oh, that's great.
These two tell me they don't really cook that much because the range hood is so incredibly loud, among its other issues. So,
Don't turn it on.
don't turn it on?
No.
Oh, no. Okay, why?
Well, I don't know if there's a damper issue, but we noticed when we moved in that just column of hot air pouring out of this thing. So what we've actually done is we've got cardboard and rags stuffed in there, and you can feel the heat now, see? Wow. So that's just
So
coming off the
apparently
roof.
there's not a damper on that vent
it's
or
big
nowhere.
or something.
Yeah. Huh.
So-
Well, that's not good summer or winter.
No.
We're going to have to do something about that. But speaking of the bathroom, exhaust fan in there, I guess, okay?
Well,
What fan?
Oh, there's no fan in your bathroom.
There actually is
no,
not.
not in that one.
The bathroom has not been updated in a while.
All right.
So,
loving the wallpaper here. Now, this is probably one of Tom's favorite rooms here, huh?
Did you bring your reading glasses?
Yeah, I could read a little bit here. So no vent ever.
Well, there was a window here, I think, before this addition was put on.
Oh, I got you. Now, you've got an attic above here, right?
Oh yeah, nice open space.
So with that and all the switches you have, and this being an interior wall, we can get a switch down in there, and that would be something that we really need to do. I'm surprised the wallpaper actually is staying on there, because a lot of times with that much moisture, it'll peel right off. So
I can only wish.
our next stop, the heating and cooling system. Let's take a look in here and see what you got. Oh, somebody's been in here with the foam can, huh?
Well, I was trying to seal it up to keep it from sucking air out of the walls.
That's great. Okay, so the filter. Now, Aubrey, has he changed the filter since you guys been married 2 months ago?
He has.
He has.
He has, believe it or not. Yes.
That's cool. So any system on remembering when to change the filter?
Well, for me, I write the date on the filter.
How do you know it's this year?
Tom is more conscientious than most homeowners about his return air filter, but if he wants to take it a step further, he might consider a whole house air cleaning purification device like the Infinity Air Purifier from Carrier. It connects directly to the air handler and features a large surface area filter that is electrically charged. As particles enter the purifier, they're also given an electrical charge, so they're attracted to the filter and held there like a magnet, allowing the electrical charge in the filter to actively kill or deactivate bacteria and viruses in the particles, including the kind that causes common colds and flu.
This roll of masking tape has given me trouble all day long, and it's because it's an older roll of tape. I'm trying to save it. It cost almost $5 to buy originally, but every time I try to peel off a piece, you can see it's coming off in strands, and it eventually, I'm trying to get to where it's wide again, and it just keeps tearing. So I think it's because the adhesive is really old. There it is. Now I finally got to, but look at all the tape I've wasted already. Then it keeps ripping on me. So I think what I'm gonna do is, this is a trick I've tried a couple of times. And it works probably about half the time I've tried it, so I'm gonna try it with this old roll. And it's putting it in a microwave oven for a few seconds to heat it up. So I put a piece of paper towel down just so I don't get any adhesive on the glass tray. And I'm gonna give it 10 seconds. That's all you need, depending on how old it is. So there you go. If it's an older roll and the tape is and the glue is really hard, you might want to give it a few more seconds. But I've done this maybe 4 or 5 times, and it's worked, like I said, maybe 2 or 3 times, about half the time. But it's worth it because, like I said, this masking tape gets pretty expensive. It's just warming up. Warm enough, you can feel it. And now, look at that. All it took is 10 seconds. This roll, it's like good as new.
This week we're helping newlyweds Tom and Aubrey make their home a little safer and a healthier place. And we're getting started with the range hood in the kitchen.
All right, Tom, how we doing, man?
Great. How's it going?
Okay, we got a brand new range hood for you. This should be pretty easy for us to put in. It being the same size, having the vent there, all of that. So that's one thing we're going to do. Of course, we talked about putting the bath exhaust fan in the bath that has no exhaust fan at all. So I think we could take care of this, but someone's going to have to get in the attic and start working that vent and putting that that exhaust fan in. What do you think?
Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, we got this. No problem. We got this. There's no problem. No problem, man. Looks pretty nice.
Back in the bathroom, Alan's locating the joist, and he and Aubrey are positioning the new exhaust fan.
I can put it here, central to the bathroom. Not bad. It's going to pull out moisture and odor. However, in my opinion, I think it would work better over here because it's going to moisture is your biggest concern.
Right. That makes sense to me.
All right. Well, I've got to go in the attic, do a little work in there. I could use some help up there, right? Yeah.
I am an excellent ladder holder.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well.
This Allure 3 hood from Newton will move up to 430 cubic feet of air per minute. That's important because even though Tom's kitchen is small, the adjoining family room is rather large, so we're really protecting both spaces from cooking fumes. And that's important for their indoor air quality because recent studies tell us that cooking releases some of the same pollutants found in smog. This hood is also about 50% quieter than the average vent hood, and it includes a sensor that detects excessive heat and automatically adjusts the fan speed accordingly. Meanwhile, Alan is avoiding the attic as long as he can.
I'm going to actually mark it and cut it from up top, but I'm going to drive a nail through first. And then, so I can find this particular spot in the attic, I'm just going to run a piece of wire all the way up. Then I can find it when I'm in the attic.
You want to go visit Alan in the attic?
No! I mean, which way do you turn this to?
There's some strange bolts here. What are these bolts?
Just hold that light fixture on behind you.
The light fixture.
Yes.
Who did that?
I don't know.
I've never seen it that way before.
I refuse to answer on the grounds that.
You did that. Did Aubrey do that?
Yes.
Aubrey did that?
Aubrey, that was Aubrey's first attempt at a home improvement project.
I've never seen that before.
I'm not saying it was the best option. Maybe we'll go back with pendant lights.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I think we need to turn some electricity off. So.
Okay.
Nope.
Yep, that's it.
Well, Tom, hopefully this is on a different circuit. It looks like this little appliance is still on.
Well, that would be fantastic.
That would be lucky. There we go.
That one's not on the bedroom circuit. That's good.
Yeah.
You broke my hood.
That's okay. It was hurting already. Well,
That is a dead lizard.
Is that a dead lizard?
Yes.
It's a dead lizard there, Tom.
Trying to get it all.
Aubrey collects dead lizards.
Does she?
Yes.
Well, let's get it out for her.
Now that the zoology lesson is complete, we can finish removing the old hood and that light fixture Tom had attached to it.
There we go.
Then we're ready for the new hood. We have to thread the wiring into the housing as we lift it into position. Then slide it onto the mounting screws and lock it in place. Once the wiring is connected and the hood is sealed to the exhaust duct, we're ready to test it. And boy, does this thing work. The boost mode kicks in for high heat situations, and look at that power.
It actually holds the other filter up. Wow.
There's some irony there somewhere, huh?
Yeah. That's crazy.
While we've been wrapping up the work in the kitchen, Alan has identified the fan location on the attic side, and he's ready to get to work.
If you can see this, there's already been a lot of moisture. Now, it could be from the roof, it could be from the bathroom, we don't know. But that's another good reason to have that fan. Talk about a healthy home. Draw that moisture out, because that moisture is exactly what mold and mildew need to grow.
While Alan gets the mounting hardware in place, let's check in with Jody for this week's best new product.
If you are in the market for a pre-finished flooring, you can see there are a lot of options. You can choose oak, you can choose maple, walnut, the list goes on, but I have to admit that probably one of my favorites is bamboo, only because it is so environmentally friendly and it's a renewable resource.
Yeah, you got the Green Guard bamboo flooring, which means it's a certification to make it indoor air friendly.
Let's talk about that a little more, because it goes through some rigorous testing before it can get that certification. I mean, they test it for up to like 10,000 chemicals, don't they?
Yeah, including formaldehyde.
Yeah, that's really important. So that's going to improve the air quality in your home, because it's not going to be off-gassing these toxic chemicals, right?
That's correct.
Now, I like what's another thing about this is because it's a solid wood floor. It's got a tongue and groove connection. So take a look at that. I mean, look how thick that plank is.
And let me tell you, it has 7 aluminum oxide layers on there, which means that it's going to be very durable as well.
Very durable. So you can nail this down, you can glue it down, you can put it on or above grade. So this is a great option if you're definitely in the market.
We're helping Tom and Aubrey Blizzard improve the indoor air quality in their home this week to make it more safe and healthy.
All right, now I need the transition piece. That's the one.
Okay. And the screw, do you want it in or
No,
just
just
hand it
hang on
okay.
to it, because I'm going to have to feed that through a little bit.
Once that screw is in and the wiring is connected, the fan housing is ready for the motor. All the while, Franklin seems to be very interested in the progress. And finally, the grill goes on to trim out the fan on the ceiling.
Yeah, they're making a little bit of progress there. I bet you're glad to be out of that attic, huh?
Well, I still have to run the venting out, but you can do that for me.
Hey, let's go do the return air.
Cleaning the return air chamber is a convenient excuse not to get into that hot attic, but it is important to keep these things clean. Besides removing the dust, we're also sealing up the old chase pipe that used to carry the condensation drain to the outside, so this space is completely sealed from outside influence. Meanwhile, Alan is back in the attic connecting that new fan to ductwork that will carry the moisture outside, rather than just dumping it in the attic. This is an important step that people often skip when they add or replace a bath vent fan. You can go through the roof, or as Alan is doing, through a nearby gable wall, but that damp air needs to go outside.
Hey, Tom.
Hello, Alan.
All right. I need to see if you can feed that pipe in slowly.
This louvered vent cap will let the damp air out without letting cold air in.
Are you all right up there?
I'm good.
Let's go. Whew. Hey, you gonna make it?
I don't want to go back in the attic. No.
You don't have to.
Hey, I did notice one thing when I was up there. You need some more insulation. And you see the tops of all those ceiling joists.
Yeah.
So definitely look into that. Best investment dollar you can spend right there.
Okay. I hate messing around with insulation. As a singer, you know.
Hey, stone wall.
don't worry about fiberglass stuff. Go to stone wool. Roxel makes a great product. We saw this before. It's easy to handle. Cuts with a serrated knife. I don't know if you've seen.
Oh, wow.
It's so cool. Water repellent. Got a leak. It's not going to grow mold, mildew up there. Flame resistant. I saw this at a trade show. They put a blowtorch to this stuff. I mean, it's rocks. It's rock. Okay, it doesn't burn. So I think that's something that you should consider.
Wow.
Really will help your investment dollars there, right there.
Thanks,
all right.
man.
Aubrey, Chelsea just got here.
Okay.
I think you're going to like something she's got for you inside.
Great.
Chelsea has a strategy to help contain some of the VOCs from Tom and Aubrey's household chemicals.
And what does VOC stand for?
Volatile organic compounds.
Oh,
So it's like
okay.
any chemical that's mixed up, it's gonna kind of off gas. Like
Into the
you
air.
can smell it really strong in paint.
Yeah.
But these are also still off gassing, and so you want to kind of contain it.
Sure.
So that's what we have the containers for. And then I noticed this little space right here. What is this right here?
That is the door from the kitchen to the trash
Oh, wow.
can. We like to keep the trash can outside so that you don't smell the odor from the trash, and it's just feels cleaner to not have it inside the house.
Yeah, and see the chemicals can actually leak through here when the air conditioner's on. It's pulling the air. You probably want to get some weather stripping right in there, and that'll help with the odors and with the VOCs coming into your air.
Okay, that sounds great.
While these two get a little help from Franklin, I'm checking in on Alan's progress back in the bathroom.
So Alan, have you finished reading all the wallpaper in here yet?
I've been a little preoccupied with the electrical.
Yeah, you are doing a lot of work there and pulling together the switching that we need for the brand new exhaust fan. You know, electrical work is something that intimidates a lot of homeowners, and it's something you have to respect. You know, a few years ago, national building codes and electrical codes required GFCIs to be used, which are ground fault circuit interrupter outlets, to be used in most bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor areas to prevent any type of electrical shock. Now, there's another thing that you can install in your house. It's another specialty type outlet that can prevent a lot of electrical fires. It's called an AFCI.
Leviton is the first manufacturer to offer an AFCI receptacle that's easy to install. AFCI stands for Arc Fault Circuit Interrupter. Arcs can be caused by damaged wires or loose electrical connections inside or outside the walls of your home, and their temperatures can exceed 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. When an AFCI outlet is installed in a circuit, it will detect any arc that occurs downstream and shut off the circuit, reducing the chance of igniting a fire. Since there are about 51,000 electrical fires in U.S. homes each year, this could be a real lifesaver. When people are fixing up older homes, they often want to know, how can I tell if my house has lead paint? The first clue is the specific age of the house. If it was built in 1979 and later, there should be no lead paint in it at all. Homes built between 1960 and 1978 may have low levels of lead in the paint, and those built before 1960 often have large amounts if the original paint is still in place. The best way to know for sure is to test it yourself with a lead test kit that's available from your local home center. The instructions will show you how to use it and interpret the results to determine if lead is present. It's very important not to disturb it. The chief danger is the dust generated from cutting, sanding, or scraping the paint. Lead paint can be encapsulated or painted over as long as it isn't disturbed in those ways. This week, we've changed our focus for improvements at Tom and Aubrey's house. We left the bathroom wallpaper and dated kitchen countertops for Tom to change later, but we did help them make their home a safer, more healthier place. From simple fixes like sealing up chemical containers and cleaning out the air return for the furnace to more involved improvements like adding a bathroom vent fan and replacing that worn-out range hood. Now that we've cleared the air a bit, Tom and Aubrey can debate the details on what color to paint the bathroom on their own.
All right, you probably know that houseplants filter carbon dioxide and make oxygen, but they also filter certain chemicals. You'll have certain plants that filter certain chemicals, so I got you a variety here to kind of get you started and filter out anything that might come through your air.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, it only makes sense that over the last few years, we've been working so hard to make our homes more energy efficient by sealing them up. That's why it's so important to really pay attention to the health of the air inside your home and do everything you can to improve your indoor air quality. I'm Danny Lipford. We'll see you next week.
Sleek. That's the name.
Name.
Sleek. That's what I like.
Thanks for watching this episode of Today's Homeowner. And don't forget to like, comment, and hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified of new videos.
And be sure to click around and watch some more videos while you're here.